we've evolved and our technology has evolved, but human history has not. Like, human nature has not changed. Like, Fallout 4 got it right. War never changes. Like, you have shit, we need shit, we're going to take your shit. And whoever can kill the most of the other people are going to take the shit.
I have the movie for you, Matt, just like on the side note. I'm going to send it to you.
American History X, what's that about?
Doesn't someone get curb
That's about Edward Norton not making the right decision.
Racist.
Is that really what he sent you?
I'd probably just do it now. Or do you want to hear?
No, okay. You're good. Go ahead.
Welcome back to episode 66 of the Poor Choices Show, where we prove you don't need talent to host a podcast.
Just Wi-Fi and a buzz.
Now let's make some poor choices.
The fridge keeps them pretty cold. That's not warm.
Subscribe. I didn't know what I was reading until I read it, and I went, "Aw, I ain't got no talent." Aw, my face is all greasy from work. Gross. See it shining.
Was it swap positions with your employees day?
Part of it was not to my own doing, but yeah.
Swap positions with your caterer day.
Yeah.
With your caterer?
Caterer. Yeah.
What'd you cater?
Food.
Panera.
Well, yeah, I got that. Like, event. What event did you bring the Panera food to?
It was for the FIT rowing team.
The Institute of Technology has a rowing team?
Yeah. The men's rowing team with a woman coach that could also be a man. I'm not sure.
It is 2025.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It is 2025. So tell me why I went to see if we had any ranch dressing in the garage on our little like pantry rack thing out there. And I was like, we have Caesar. And she said, okay, grab that. And I grabbed it and brought it in. And she's like, it doesn't smell good. And looked at it. And the shit said 9 April 18.
Holy crap. You have 7-year-old Caesar dressing.
Why are you storing dressing in your garage?
You're asking that and not why you have
well, yeah, the 7-year-old thing is probably bad too, but the temperature difference is not going to be good for it.
Wow.
Well, you know, take what you can get.
So that Caesar was purchased in Mary Esther, if I had to guess. No, because you moved over here in 2018.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that.
I like how you moved from Palm Bay to Tampa and went, no, we're going to keep the Caesar.
Yeah, someone made the choice.
Not me. I don't even buy Caesar. I don't. That's
wow. I guess I don't have an answer. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I guess Matt, if you want to introduce yourself, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where you live? What's your favorite position?
Yeah.
In baseball.
Oh, that's not where I was going with that.
I saw Chris look up, so I figured I would change the scenery.
Yeah. My name is Matt. I know Chris from work. We work together at Panera. What were the other questions?
This is going to go well.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I was born and raised in Sanford, Florida. If you don't know where that is, just think Trayvon Martin. I've worked for Panera.
He got unalived, right?
Yeah, he got unalived.
Okay.
Caused a lot of problems, but his getting unalived, like, anyways.
Yeah.
I grew up in Sanford, Florida. I kind of lived in like northeastern Orlando area most of my life, and then an opportunity came up to come over to the East Coast to work for Panera, for my boss who transferred over here, and I've just since I transferred over here, worked with them ever since. And yeah, I like walks on the beach and pina coladas and traditional. Or I'm all about missionary. So
okay, perfect.
We were noticing behind you is that a Roman candle?
It's a Roman centurion, but it's a skeleton for some reason. It was a gift from my best friend.
I thought their little furry things went this way.
I think that's
Spartans. It's super glued, so it's not going that way.
Oh,
okay.
No, actually, I want to say it's for ceremonies they turn them sideways. I
thought you were going to say Sarah Marshall. So we forgot her.
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah. Yeah.
We should make a movie about that. That'd be a killer.
killer, like Trayvon Martin?
He wasn't the killer, I don't think. I think he was on the other side of the unaliving.
No, that was the kill him, not the kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Transgender
you said you work with
Kill her.
Chris, but doesn't Chris work for you?
We
yeah, technically,
yeah.
Okay. Explain the technicals.
I consider myself on par with the general managers because I was a general manager, and even though like in the company hierarchy, yeah, I am above him. Whenever I go into the different cafes, I always try to be a support role. So I don't like that. I don't know, dynamic of like, oh, I'm your boss, do what I say. So I even call like team members like coworkers. I don't, because it's not at the end of the day, like I just want to help people. So
yeah. Okay. And we've all worked for people that are, oh, I'm your boss, and it's just no one wants to do that. At least a good boss doesn't want to do that, you know.
Well, we'll start with you with the opening question then.
Wait, who?
Matt.
Okay.
As much as you'd hate to, I guess, admit it, he works for you, under you. How would you say he is as an employee?
Juicy.
I guess where does he excel, and where does he need improvement? Think of it like a preliminary annual review.
I can answer this.
Well,
I feel like
you can't because it wasn't directed at you.
We just had a review in January, actually.
Yeah,
did he write it?
He
wrote it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's in it though?
So you lied, is what you're saying?
There were a lot of excels. I was happy about that.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things that Chris excels at. I think that one of his biggest strengths is his personality and his ability to get along with others, and create like a, I don't know, not just a positive work environment, but also a great environment for the guests to come in and have, like, he's kind of, we call it like the mayor of the cafe or whatever. And so he does a really good job with owning that piece of the business. The warm for guests is what we call it at Panera. So really, really good with customer service, with resolving issues, with just him as, like, you know his personality, just a warm, bubbly person.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Okay, you know more of his personality than I do then. but
he knows the non-work side personality.
Yeah, which I guess I only know a little bit of.
Well, if you watch this, you kind of know it too.
Well,
yeah, but I feel like you guys are a little bit more tame than my Xbox party chat.
Yeah, we cut a lot of stuff out. Xbox party chats aren't on the internet forever for everyone to see and cancel you, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does he need improvement?
I would say strengthening certain aspects of his team. So I think taking, you kind of put me on the spot with this one. I was not ready for this. I got fictional grandmothers all listed, but not this. But I would say strengthening the team, his management team, and like there's opportunities with them when it comes to conflict resolution and just absolutely stupid things that they do. And I'm not saying it's on him necessarily. Like something popped up today, the thing we were talking about with the catering, where one of them just did something really dumb and it ended up almost ruining the complete experience for the customer. So like just strengthening his core management staff, I think is what I would say is like an opportunity. Sorry, Chris, this is how you found out.
No, it's
No, I think it was good. You kind of deferred the blame. Like it's not you that sucks, it's the people under you.
Well,
but technically shit rolls downhill, so we got to put it on you.
Yeah, it sucks because my two salaried ones below me are pretty tenured. One of them's very tenured and hope to and wish to see more. I think it kind of boils down to more difficult conversations than anything else. And just kind of being, I don't want to say blunt, but open and honest. And hopefully they reciprocate with positive change for the better once that happens. But
and not like shoot up the place.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That'd be bad. Or
first of all, we're not a school, so there's no reason to bring a gun. Okay.
True. Do you cater to schools?
Yeah, we do.
Well.
Not with shootings, but with food.
Yeah, it's not a very long-term business model.
That steak and a
That's a good reference, David, because we haven't had that sandwich in years.
I know, and I've been pissed off for years.
Hey, we can still make it for you.
We have all the
We got
ingredients.
all the
Gotta
ingredients.
ask.
Just gotta ask.
I think.
Well, you gotta
Panera's
ask and
one
make
of
sure there's
those
someone
on-
there that knows what the hell it is.
Well, that, and I think on DoorDash,
you can't,
for the special instructions, it's just like, it's not like those places. I fucking hate when like the special instructions are like selectable, not like you can type stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I would agree
Also-
if I didn't see a special instruction that says, "Hey, instead of a half salad, make it a whole salad, or throw in a free cookie."
yeah,
And then
some of them cinnamon johns.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
I don't want to pay for this.
Okay, that's acceptable. I like that.
Good-
I'm glad
good opening question.
my co-host doesn't make me look like shit while he's not doing this.
Wait, what?
You're a reflection of me, as my dad
Oh.
would say.
I see.
All right, so my question for you, Chris, I don't know if you've seen probably the most popular debate going around the internet right now with your limited social media exposure.
Gorilla versus 100 men.
Yeah.
Saw the AI video and yeah.
That was AI.
So I probably wasn't real. I don't think I saw the video, but
You didn't see the video
Sure.
someone made with AI?
I don't know.
It's pretty
My body's
good
flying
because the
everywhere.
gorilla beats the fuck out of him. It's great.
Well, so question still stands.
Yeah, and it's funny because this past weekend I walked into
You
work. Hey,
said
good
yeah.
morning.
That doesn't
Hold
answer
on.
my question.
I got to preface it with
Wait, what's the
this.
question?
Could 100 men take one gorilla?
So I'll preface it with I went into work. Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you? And then I got a Chris. Who would win in a fight? 100 men versus a gorilla or the men? And my immediate didn't even think about it response was the gorilla.
No, not a chance in 100 men. One, you know how many people 100 is?
More than
Like you're in a
99.
room, you're in a room with 100 people, and like you're uncomfortable. Like that's
I'm
so many
uncomfortable
people.
at work.
Exactly, and they could probably take you, and they're like 14.
I'm in a video
So
chat
100
too, and I'm uncomfortable.
100, yeah, 100 full-grown men. You think of like King Kong?
Yeah, but think about.
Whoa, King Kong size?
I need more
No.
preface on what
That's
these
what I'm saying.
are. They,
That's different.
are they average men? Are they men who are built? Are they big fat dudes that can barely move? Are they midgets? I mean, what
It's
average?
just
Average to guys.
100 at random.
Average American?
Yeah, but also average gorilla, not
Like us
this
times
fucking yoked-
33.33333.
Yes,
Because we're average.
100 of us.
Definitely not.
No, we could take a gorilla.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You think? Well, you need to watch
Yeah.
that video.
It depends if.
Because
we
AI
have-
had him winning.
Yeah, but
This was also, I
Oh,
also
okay.
picked gorilla after or before I saw this video. I went, oh, I chose correctly.
So you know AI videos are made from prompts, right? So someone said make a
No,
video
no.
of
Listen.
a gorilla beating 100
I've
men
seen
in a fight.
Terminator. It's all true. It's all real.
Okay, you just said
it is
it's
on the
AI.
internet, so it has to be true.
That's true. Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. I think you're underestimating 100 men and you're
be.
overestimating the strength of a gorilla.
I could be.
I think you've
I
just
also
seen a lot
turned
of
around-
movies, so you're like expecting every fucking gorilla to be able to bench like 4,000 pounds.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this like
also did-
mega.
It also depends on how much time the people have to plan.
Until they win.
Well, no, just the plan. Like, if you know you're going into a fight with 100 men versus a gorilla, you can have a strategy. Like, that's the thing
Right.
that makes humans better is our synapses fire faster, so we can come up with problem solving, we come up with solutions,
Right.
and that's what makes us better than primates is that we have the ability to think and problem solve a lot faster than them. Gorilla sees 100 pieces of meat flesh he's going to beat the shit out of, and we can have a strategy. So it depends on is there pre-planning or is there not pre-planning. You can have the 100 average men take out a gorilla easily.
I'd say they give you 3 hours.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just laughing
Oh, yeah,
at-
for sure. So someone's going to come up with some sort of plan or something better than just go punch it a bunch of times.
You laughing at what?
The meat flesh. That was funny.
I mean, it's a gorilla. He doesn't fucking know. He knows there's 100 things trying to kill him, and he needs to kill them first.
So then I turned around to those guys who asked me the question. And I said, "Well, do you think you could beat? I think David, we may have talked about this. Could you beat up a elephant-sized duck? One, or could you beat up 100 duck-sized
Duck-sized
elephants? Yeah,
Yeah, we've done some sort of variation of that.
something like that.
And that it wasn't like could you? It was which would you rather fight?
I'd rather fight the 100
Yeah, I
because
don't know.
one duck-sized elephant, just to be able to reach its vitals, would be tough. That
You
thing
mean
would just-
elephant-sized duck?
right? Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus you have to worry about PSI at that point. Like, the PSI coming from 100 little tiny elephant-sized ducks is going to be minuscule compared to your pounds per square inch for pressure that you can apply just to one at a time, as opposed to a massive fucking thing that's going to have massive PSI. If it bonks you the wrong way, it could slap your ass across the room on accident.
It
And
could
now also for size, does that include weight? Like, are the duck-sized elephants still like 200 pounds? They're just like shrunken elephants, or do they weigh as much as ducks do?
like their mass
Elephants are
stays the
200
same.
pounds. Elephants are
No.
a lot heavier.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you shrink it down, like they're still that dense, even though they're
yeah,
duck-sized.
that'd be-
Or if they're like duck weight, then yeah, I'll take that because I'm just
That'd
going
be
to
like
run around and
100
fucking
bowling
kick them
balls.
all.
That'd be tough.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous shit out of them.
Yeah, because I was picturing like elephants that weigh as much of a duck, and I'm just punting them.
Yeah, then 100%. I'm just running, kicking, and screaming, and I think
Yeah.
a toddler could probably
grabbing
take
these
'em.
little trunks and chucking them, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat a few raw, see how they taste.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Stop me?
80 of them might. I don't know.
good question.
So you're still taking the.
The gorilla, I think if you said average guys,
Us.
yeah, I'm going gorilla.
33.
100 plus.
Yeah, I'm going gorilla. If it was just
Underestimate
like
yourself.
we're just in a warehouse and there's nothing around us, nothing, just 100 dudes in this warehouse with a gorilla, I'm going gorilla.
Okay. As opposed to where else that you might give us a chance.
Somewhere we can strategize, as Matt was saying, and you can,
We can strategize in a warehouse.
You can strategize anywhere.
We have
with
3
another
hours.
person.
We're just going to be sitting there. You think we're playing fucking Ring Around the Rosie or something?
Plus, on top of that, in a warehouse, gorillas are very dense. They don't like climbing. That's why they're always fucking running everywhere. That stupid little run.
You get
So
tired
you
quick.
can climb up on shit and you give you time to strategize and come up with a plan. You let him tire himself out. They get tired pretty quick. You can
Just to
starve the
keep the
fucker
debate
out.
To keep the
He
debate
eats more
alive, I'm
calories a
going
day
gorilla.
than a human does.
I'm going
You can
gorilla.
starve him out. Climb up to the roof. Hang on. You win.
Wait, aren't you going to starve?
Humans can last 28 days or something like that before our body, our internal organs start shutting down. But a gorilla's calorie consumption is so much higher than ours, I would assume it's going to be less than that.
Yeah,
All right,
we
are
can
you
only
gonna
last like 8
dehydrate?
days without water. Yeah.
Well, he would dehydrate too. And he needs more water,
True.
probably needs more water than us on average.
So what
Or
happens
does he
then? It's just a
retain
draw.
more so he can last longer on it.
Ooh, that's a good, I don't know.
Talk to a scientist.
Gotta start looking at the anatomy of gorillas.
Yeah, we'll talk to. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's Steve Earle when you need him? He's probably
Dead.
fucking-
He's hanging out
swimming
with
stingrays.
that guy from Sanford. Yeah, it was.
Trayvon
Speaking of-
Martin.
Yeah.
Speaking of dead, they're all unalived. Just realized it's National Decency Day, and I don't think we've been that yet.
It depends
Should've
who
told
you're
me
talking.
Good on us. Us.
I think we've been pretty decent. Some decent guys here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, it's National Online Romance Day, so got that going for us.
I mean,
Maybe I don't know.
are you trying to wink?
I was trying to really roll my eyebrows. I was failing.
That's a good segue. I heard you're into conspiracies.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love me a good conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I read one today that that said Rihanna can't wink.
She also can't sing.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know that anybody ever argued that.
is that like a genetic thing? Like some people just can't wink?
Yeah, if you're a lizard person.
Another one that I saw was that Justin Bieber is a lizard person.
Exhibit A.
So I figured we've talked about conspiracies like 400 times on here.
Yeah. Which is
So
fine.
I figured, well, I figured it would make better if we
There's
talked
14
about
people
something we
listening,
hadn't.
David. I mean, it's,
Yeah, but this is for us.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like a broken record.
True.
So I have some funny conspiracy theories that I want to see whether or not you believe in,
Okay, I'm ready.
or if you find any truth to them.
So these are potentially real or fake?
No.
Got it. I think.
But if you're an outside the box thinker, so I want to see if you believe any of these conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Existence is a scam made up by philosophers to sell more philosophy.
No.
Not at all.
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
I think that people manipulate reality to, like, I want to say it's Plato's cave idea of how there's people casting shadows on the wall and projecting what reality is to you. And then once you can get out of the cave and get out of that scenario, you can kind of see what true reality is like. And I feel like there is some truth to it, but like reality isn't just philosophy. Reality is something real. It's something tangible that you can touch and you can experience. So,
but have we experienced it?
What was that?
Have we experienced it?
Yes.
Like, is there other like dimensions out there that like you have to take like psychedelics to reach, and
also,
like that's what true reality is? So we haven't. Well, I guess some people maybe that have done drugs.
Oh,
It's
getting hot in here.
Yes, there. Yeah, the heater on? What's going on? I do believe there's other planes of reality that do exist, and that's where you go into either psychedelics, like DMT, I think is one of them, acid trips, all that stuff, where there is another layer to reality or another layer to the universe that we can't perceive because of our finite kind of construction or our finite ability to think, even though we're the smartest thing on our planet with, the most powerful computer ever being our brains. There are still things that we can't see. And I know that there's going to be conspiracy theories about like, what's it called? Like fluoride in the tap water, like suppressing or blinding your third eye, all that stuff. I do think there is some truth to that, but I do think there is another layer of reality that we cannot experience just in our flesh. So, and that's kind of where like our spirit and our soul come into play with interacting with another layer of reality or another dimension or whatever of reality, a higher level that we can't process it in and of ourselves.
That's the best answer I could have ever. Wow. That was amazing.
I have thought about
Chris,
that
if you said that, you know how many words you would have mispronounced?
David, I can't even remember half the things he just said. So if I were to, I don't know if that's between like it being a long day and the first thing I put in my body is alcohol since an energy drink 6 hours ago. But hey, that was a mic drop. That was beautiful.
I try.
You were on such a roll. You were talking about planes of reality, and I wanted to say, are those the same ones that hit the towers? But you were just, I was so intrigued by what you were saying. I didn't want to stop the
Saudis have nothing to do with this. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So something a little less philosophical. Tinder is literally a project designed by the U.S. military to break women down to the point they just say fuck it and marry an army dude after 2 weeks so they never have to receive another haha what you doing text.
I've never heard this one before, but I know that the co-founder for Tinder bailed and made Bumble because she wanted to make a genuine app for people connecting and having relationships.
Oh,
and at
I
some
didn't know
point
that.
it got hijacked and became kind of just the sleep around act and all that, or sleep around app and all that stuff. So
wait, what's that app called?
Bumble, BUMBL. And
Yeah, that's one.
No,
that's
the
one I
sleep
met my
around
wife
one.
on. Oh, that's Tinder.
Oh yeah, okay.
The sleep around is Tinder. Bumble was founded by, from my understanding, one of the co-founders or something of Tinder, but realized what the app had become, and it wasn't what she I believe she wanted it to be. So she reinvented it and re-engineered it or whatever and made Bumble. So I don't think it's a CIA op. I think there are a lot of, not necessarily CIA, but government op. There are a lot of government backed and funded things like that.
Like Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go is a perfect example. But that's just kind of a nice, easy one to lean into. But there's countless government entities. Another one is the whole concept of modern art.
Oh, we've been there, done that. I'm still getting notifications for that fucking reel about money laundering and
Yeah. So money laundering, and we wanted to beat the Russians at everything. So because we wanted to do that, we built all these different mechanisms to be the best at things, so that we could claim we're better than the Soviets or better than communists. And now the machines are still running in the background and still producing these things, and it has become an entity in and of themselves. And it's just kind of it just ran away from what it was originally purposed for. But now things like going back to modern art is very now it actually has meaning. Like, people found meaning. If you create something and it has a pattern, like, people are going to find meaning in it, because that's what our lizard brains do.
like serial killers.
Fucked up, but yeah.
Can you tell me about how the government Pokemon Go? What?
Yeah, just how they're like it was created to spy and track movements, and because everyone's going around holding their phones up because there's Pokemon there, but really they're just filming their surroundings. And I like that we're 2 for 2 on these being jokes and turning into a philosophical conversation. I have 4 more. I hope we can keep going.
Okay.
All right, the next one I have is Tom and Jerry are best friends, but Tom has to pretend to hate Jerry in order to protect Jerry so that Tom's owner doesn't replace him with a cat that actually wants to kill Jerry.
I don't think the last part's true, but I think everything else is true. Because there's multiple instances, and I want to say even in one of the first episodes, they allude to it. But I mean, that's going way back. I was like fucking 10 when I was watching that. But I think that is true with the exception of the owner not getting a new cat, or it wasn't just because the owner it wasn't just because he didn't want him to get a new cat that would kill the mouse. I forget which one's which. But it was because he wanted a comfortable place to live.
Right.
So in order for him to need
that's what my thinking was, is that he didn't want the owners to be like, look, there's a mouse and you're not doing anything about it. We're getting a different cat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I think it's just for a comfortable living situation. And I have no more conspiracies to tag onto that.
All right. Well, I'd be impressed if you have any to put onto this. Gender is a scam by bathroom companies to sell more bathrooms.
No, they would have kept segregation if that was the case.
Yeah, because then there'd be 4 bathrooms, right?
Yeah, touche.
Throw in a family bathroom, unisex bathroom.
You'd have to have 2 family bathrooms.
It's all big porcelain.
Big porcelain, that's right.
Big porcelain.
That's
Big
right.
porcelain.
I was telling him about big handbag and like God, what was the other one?
Big China.
Big China. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big.
Could be a wrestler. Big China.
All right. The pyramids were built as a "You Are Here" sign to help people orient themselves in the desert.
No, absolutely not. There's a bunch of conspiracies about what they were built for, but I know that them, along with a few other megalithic structures in Egypt, line up with certain constellations and stuff.
Yeah.
So it is both a testament to their ability to map out the stars, as well as, and then like get a blueprint of it on the ground. So it's a testament to their mathematical and astronomical skills. People talk about it being a battery, and there's this massive underground city now, and all this other stuff. But overall, no. I think they did serve more than just a ceremonial purpose, because they used to be covered in a white plaster with a gold top, and so it would shine like especially in the daylight. The top of it would shine, kind of like a lighthouse or whatever. But in and of itself, I don't think so. Especially because at the time they were using the Nile to navigate. Everything was based off of the Nile. But right next to them, the Sphinx, I do have a conspiracy about that.
Like Sphinx was definitely there before the Egyptian civilization.
Yes, that's proven, dated. It was there. It predates the pyramids by thousands and thousands of years. It does show 2 things. It shows a sign of water erosion for water going this way, not this way, which would mean that it would either be a flood environment or some sort of like tropical environment. And then in addition to that,
what if it was just really windy when it rained?
It wouldn't cause the same erosion marks. So the erosion marks give credence to the possibility of it either being a tropical environment, which we would see in sub-Saharan, or we would see in Saharan Africa around the time of like what's it called, Atlantis. So you would see that they found like old dried up riverbeds across the Sahara, but then also the head of the Sphinx is not proportionate to the body; it's too small.
Yeah, it definitely used to be an animal head.
Yeah,
right?
Most likely, a lion or whatever, and they got carved down over time. So my theory is that whenever they settled that area, they found something that existed before them, and then and changed it into something that would resemble something for them.
Which is that called?
There's a word for
it. The cataclysmic event that happened.
The Younger Dryas.
Younger Dryas, thank you.
Younger Dryas. Yeah. Where a lot of the world flooded.
Like 11,000-ish years ago was like, bam.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with gentrification, but
I was actually gonna go with gentrification too. Until I realized he was talking about an actual event in history.
Okay, Okay. Can we agree that if we were told that that's why they were built, we'd be like, okay, I get it. Like, it's a big fucking desert. So you see, like, if someone was like, yeah, they built those so people would know where they are in the desert, I'd be like, yeah, that's brilliant.
No, I wouldn't believe it. Because
I would take it and run with it.
Yeah, because the understanding of astronomy back then was like we understand the internet or computers. Like, it's how you navigated at night. You had to know where you're
right,
going.
but we didn't understand astronomy like that when we learned about the pyramids when we were like 8. So if we were in like 2nd grade and they were like, yeah, they built these, so
yeah. I would 100% believe. I would have believed anything that they told me at that age.
Okay. Last one I have is dads hate stopping on road trips because then all the vehicles they worked hard to pass for the last hour get back ahead of them.
Although it pisses me off when I go to work. No. Men are very historically men are very mission driven, where they have a task in front of them and they want to see that task followed through and complete that task. We're very task driven, as opposed to, I don't know, the other sex who isn't very task driven. You kind of do whatever.
But the task is, in this case, getting past the other vehicles. So when you have to stop, you get upset because now they're back in front of you.
It does upset me. But
Yeah,
I don't think that's
like you said. Just going to work, I get upset. Like, how did that fucker get in front of me? Like, it happens.
I'm doing 90 at a 45.
Yeah,
and it's a school zone, so it's super fucked up.
Yeah. So I know you got guns on you.
That's a felony.
Yeah, don't commit misdemeanors while you're committing felonies.
Yeah,
we just learned. We just learned
that one at a time.
Hey, say what you will about sex offenders, but at least they slow down during school zones.
Aren't they not supposed to be in them?
I don't know how that law works in passing. Like, yeah, they're not allowed within so many feet, but
I need to go back and clarify some things with my lawyer.
Not with your elementary school teacher.
You ever
just gonna be zooming back and forth in front of the school all day?
Have you ever gone onto that, like, my local map of sex offenders and all that, like, around you, like, to see?
Yeah.
It's like bounty hunting, right?
There's so many. It's like bounty hunting. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I not using that app right?
Yeah, it's for that. Yeah. They have like communal houses that they stay in, and like sex offender house on the corner there with like 6 dudes in it. No,
that's news to me.
Oh.
Could you go there to find someone to build a deck?
You could probably go there to find someone to do something with a deck. Oh, you said deck.
Yeah, just because that's the stereotypical. They all just there's like 90 of them in one house.
I see. Yeah, it's a Hispanic joke. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I thought for a second you're thinking the Amish, where they could just like build a barn in a day.
Yeah, with no power tools. It's crazy how they can do that.
Wild. And then they'll pick the fucker up and move it because it's like off a few feet.
Speaking of picking the fucker up and moving it, what are your thoughts on Stonehenge?
I think it's a Neolithic structure from before the Younger Dryas, and it was repurposed. I feel that about most of the Neolithic structures. Anything that predates the.
So how did it get how it is?
If you. What do you mean? You mean like how was it built?
Yeah.
Giants.
Okay.
A different race of species, or a more pure-blooded race of species, or a different climate environment.
Why you said racist?
Yeah, like NASCAR, Indy 500.
Oh, I was thinking
different races of people, like different species of humans.
Oh, races. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said racist people built it.
Some Neolithic dude. He's got like a white wool thing, like pointy hat. He's like, I'm going to build this thing. I don't know why he's Russian.
Oh, man.
But he's Russian.
I'd have sworn you said, okay. Oof. All right, that's all the conspiracies I have.
Man, I love how you just were like, you didn't have to think about them when he asked you. You were just like, oh, that? I've thought about that a lot.
You answered like
an answer for you.
It's not thought about it, it's think about it. Like that's...
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Like often that crosses your mind.
Yeah, my brain races at like 1,000 miles per minute. Alcohol helps. It slows it down a little bit.
Yeah. And you worry less about it?
So I have a quick question. I'm going to send you guys a link. The question is why? And I feel like you're both much more, well, I don't feel like you are both much more IT savvy than myself.
I think my daughter is.
Yeah, she is. And she's what, almost a year old?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I'm just going to send you this link. And I want
It better
you
not be
guys-
another dick pic.
And you said the question is why?
Yeah.
To whatever you're sending?
Yes, correct. And load it up here. All right. It's en route. There we go. And then click on the link.
We've talked about this.
Have we?
If it's what I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember when I was reading those like funny Amazon reviews? And one
David,
of them
this
was
is
for
week, what, 65 of this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could tell you in the description.
That's what I'm looking for. It's the description. See full details.
Like, is it made of, like, what makes that HDMI better than my $9.99 from Amazon? Like, what
5 times the capacity?
capacity to do what?
I don't know. Fucking be a terrorist or some shit. Bitcoin mining. Well, the good news is you can have it for the low price of $187.30 per month, Chris. So
Is that
that's
using-
doable.
Yeah, using Klarna, put it on the Klarna
There you
account. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a good reputation with them, right? You have a good standing.
Goddamn! I still get texts from a debt collector that's like, "Hey, we're waiting for your Klarna stuff," and I'm like, "Here's all the shit that says that was fraudulent," and they just keep sending me texts.
It's 100% silver conductors. It's 100% rare earth minerals. That's why.
Damn.
Yeah, which is the best conductor.
But here's the thing: it's going to do the same fucking thing as my $9.99 one from Amazon.
for
Yeah,
your
just not as
capabilities.
well.
Yeah.
What do you mean not as well? You guys would look exactly the same if I was using a $5,000
You're
HDMI
super grainy
right
on my
now.
screen, so you might want to invest in this. That's all I'm saying.
Like, wouldn't it fall onto the monitor,
That's
whatever
his
screen
internet.
you're using? Not.
Yeah,
No, there's better quality cables than other. Like a lot of it is like noise interference. So if you have a lot of electrical things because they all emit stuff, right? Like noise,
Yeah.
radio
Yeah.
waves, signals.
Yeah.
So
that's how
you
we
have
control
better
our brains.
cables that are jacketed better that reduce or eliminate that noise. So if you have a shitty cable in like some lab environment, then the video is not going to come across as well as if it was the only cable there.
Okay. That was actually
So this thing probably eliminates that.
Yeah.
That doesn't justify $5,000,
Yeah.
but there are like, so I'm.
This definitely
I'm being-
seems like a very commercial environment or professional environment, not something you use to hook up your fucking Xbox. Like,
right.
it's definitely something that you use to like stream video data for like fucking surgery or some shit, or like a tube down someone's
gotcha.
throat. Then I could justify a $5,000 price tag.
I gotcha. Okay.
So I know I'm reaching
Okay.
here, but so you take like Ethernet cables, for example, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of like a Cat 5 and a Cat 6.
I have, after we had my Ethernet catastrophe and I had to buy another one. So, yes. Because I
Okay,
texted
so
you
like-
about what's the difference between these Ethernets.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So one has faster speeds than the other. So like
Right.
you can transfer 10 gigs a second on a Cat 6 and only one on a Cat 5. And they're also shielded better. So if you take the cables and put them side by side, you'll notice the 6 is a lot thicker because it prevents that interference.
That is
But
what
the
you
Cat
said.
6 cable isn't
Sorry.
$5,000. So
I like
I
it.
can't,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I just,
So yes, they can be better. No, I can't tell you why it's $5,000.
I gotcha. Okay. No, you explained it really well with the whole thing you said. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, and that's just one part of it, but still, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's also made
Okay.
of fucking silver. It's
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
silver.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Doesn't necessarily
okay.
lower the price.
Okay.
Rappers probably buy it and then open it up and then wear them as chains.
Just want to get your take on it. Okay. Cool. Cool.
I hope I did good.
That's great. Not as good
I
as your
think you could've done
conspiracy
better.
theories, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I have a Perry Reese map. I could grab it and start talking to you about it.
A who?
A Perry Reese map?
Whose pair is he an actor?
No, it's a map from like the year, I forget what year.
One?
It's like it shouldn't exist, but it's pulled from multiple source maps, and it before Columbus accurately represents the east coast of South America and Antarctica well before anyone should know that it existed. And in the materials that were found with it, it's written that it was a source map. He took the information from other maps that existed at his time, which was still like hundreds of years before it should have existed.
I believe it.
I feel like that wouldn't have been too hard to do because just
It's
like
not
the whole
hard to do. It's the fact that something survived to make it to a source map because
Yeah, and it should
you know.
exist. Like, it is insanely accurate when it comes to the landmass of the eastern side of South Africa and Antarctica. It is insanely accurate. Like, you could line it up almost one for one. So,
okay.
David agrees.
Why do you have that?
I do a bunch of random fucking research. I go down rabbit holes.
Should have been here last week.
That's right.
But yeah, I do a bunch of research rabbit holes where like I'll get a topic, like for instance, I did the Civil War, where I'll watch like a documentary or something on the full Civil War, like a broad strokes. This is what happened. Here's all the major battles.
Like webcam footage of it. I'll just watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Just I'd get a drone, set it back in time.
So, David, you always say, like, oh, I know so much about history. And then, like, I don't want to say I know a lot, but I feel like I have a good spectrum. And then I'll go, like, talk to Matt about something and, like, be like, hey, this. And then he starts hitting me with stuff. And I'm like,
do you know why? Because I'm on the spectrum.
You could probably talk to HR about that if he's hitting you with stuff.
Nah, Vaughn's busy.
All right, well, let's. We got some. I don't know about. I guess if you're employed by anyone, you're a business guy. But I don't know. I figure we'll put you two sellers head to head.
Okay.
What are we selling? We selling drugs?
You'll find out shortly. We're gonna play a game of Shark Tank.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna give each of you a fake item, and you'll have up to 60 seconds to pitch it. After each of you make your pitch, there may be some follow-up questions. The winner will be whoever's product I decide to bring to market.
I hate this so much.
So I'll let you guys decide who wants to go first.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I don't care.
How about we flip a coin?
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
Call it in the air. Call it in the air.
Who?
First, you.
Chris, call it in the air.
Heads.
He's not even
Ain't
flipping
no
a coin.
fucking coin.
It's heads. No, ChatGPT told me heads or tails.
You couldn't just grab a coin?
I don't think there's one here. I could have flipped a memory card.
Wait, so do I go first or is it?
That means you pick.
Oh, he goes first. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just being nice, saying I don't care.
All right, let me get ready for this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, hell yeah. All right, one sec.
You have to
I
be
like
anywhere
that.
in the morning?
that was
Do you have
good.
any SITs or anything going on?
Fuck no.
Okay,
He's all he's gonna do is the SIT.
You don't even know what that means.
It means sit. That's all you're gonna do is sit.
Oh, that's really funny. It means sit.
Oh,
man.
you fucking got me with that one. Damn.
Ooh. All right, Matt. Your product is gonna be noise canceling socks.
Okay.
If you need a minute to to gather.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I wish I wasn't so fucking brain dead from today, but I got this. If we're going with noise canceling socks, I think I can come up with.
You don't even know what yours is.
It's in the same realm. It has to be.
I guess it depends on what you classify that realm as.
Yeah, it's like these are slip resistant something.
Not all of them are footwear.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, if that's your realm.
My realm is it passed at about 10:30 this morning. That realm is gone.
Do I have to take up the whole 60 seconds?
No.
Okay.
Just don't go beyond it.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Let's hear it.
Hello. My name is Bob. And you may ask yourself, why do you need noise suppressing and noise resistant socks? Well, I've got 3 great reasons for you. And the reason why I'm here selling my product. The first one is after you have a long night out drinking with your buddies, you want to be able to sneak in the house and you don't want to make pesky sock noises as you're slipping into bed with your wife. So, silent sock. In addition to that, it also suppresses the noise when you're catching your load in it, as well as it makes you feel like a ninja while you're doing it.
I like it.
You said no so nonchalantly. While you're catching your load in it.
Okay.
Damn. Just like your load, you didn't need the 60 seconds.
I wrote down 3 bullet points for it, and the middle one was suppress the sound of you catching a load.
My first question isn't even associated with the product. Is how audible are your loads? I've never caught one with a sock and been like, "Ooh, that's kind of loud."
Do you know what an M80 is?
David, you'll have to send him that short of orgasm noises. We did a whole segment on
does he though? Does he really have to send them to me?
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I left like 5 of them out so it would fit.
That's what. Anyways,
In the okay.
Where's it fitting? Where's it fitting, David?
YouTube, Instagram,
On your foot?
TikTok, at Poor Choices Show. Another question I have is, do they maintain their noise canceling abilities after being washed?
After being washed, yes. However, they do not maintain it after you catch a load with it. It
Well, that's the only reason I'd wash it.
It nullifies the material's too it's too advanced. Once you catch one load, it doesn't work anymore. Whenever you walk on the ground, it just sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Like it just doesn't work.
So they come in like a multi-pack then. You got.
Oh yeah.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like my loads.
Now when you, I gotta admit, when you said when you said 3 reasons, I thought you were gonna say left foot, right foot, and so the chick that you're chloroforming can't scream or something like that.
No, they're not absorbent, unfortunately. We did do the testing, and unfortunately, chloroform doesn't apply to it too well.
Chloroforming takes a lot longer than the movies make you believe. I'm just gonna throw.
So does it just like glide right off of it?
What do you mean?
Like if you put chloroform on it, yeah.
It absorbs into it, but the problem is it's so absorbent that it absorbs so much noise and other things that just nothing comes back out. So there's no fumes coming out because it's absorbing all of that noise and all of that material and all of that matter is getting absorbed.
So it's essentially like a black hole then.
Yeah, which is why if you blow a load, you just gotta toss it.
So you don't have to wash it. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
But
Blow a load, chuck a sock.
It's a repeat business model because they're gonna have to keep buying more socks every time they do it. So.
Well, why would you have to buy more if it just absorbs indefinite amounts?
Not indefinitely. Eventually, it reaches a limit. But
so are you going to sell like 8 gig socks? Is there going to be like different storage capacities?
You know what? That's a great idea. I think we can take that back to my research team, and they can definitely come up with something. Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe have different tiers, like a bronze tier, a silver tier, gold, platinum, diamond. That's a great idea. Why give everyone diamond without them paying for diamond? We should let them progress their way up, and it could go from like a small little, like those little snap pop things all the way up to M80 sound. Well, noise
I feel like
cancellation, you would want it to like suppress it the closer you get to like the platinum tier is what I'm saying.
You're kind of limiting yourself on a target audience with that marketing. Like you have to hope there's a lot of people out there that nut really loudly.
It's true. However, the sneaking home after a long night of drinking with your buddies or what have you, like,
So
I think that's going to make up
They
for
only
it.
suppress your feet, right?
It suppresses the noises of your feet. Like, you're not going to hear someone walking on, like any crickety old wood or anything like that. All that gets absorbed into the sock.
But if you stumble and hammered and like knock over a lamp, like it's still going to
We're
make
not fucking
noise.
responsible for everything, okay?
Okay.
We're worried about your feet. They're socks.
Okay.
They're not body suits. Although, that is a good market. Get a full body suit, absorb silent suits. I don't know.
And you can absorb your. Never mind.
Yeah, I know. That was my first thought. I got you.
We'll press. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
And what's the price tag on those?
Yeah. What's your
like? How much are you asking for from the shark here?
Individual pair is going to cost you about $20. Oof. Now, by the dozen, things are cheaper by the dozen. It's going to be about $200.
Okay.
But I could just go buy a pair of tube socks, chuck a load, chuck a sock,
wash it, use it again.
Use it again.
$8 for a 12-pack on Amazon.
Although I can't step on a creaky floor with a pair of tube socks and it be silent. So
I'm starting to think we should lean more into that side of the business model in marketing.
Oh man.
My marketing guy Steve, he's a fucking weirdo. He's the one who came up with all this shit. So maybe we'll fire him and hire someone else. We're completely open to that if you're willing to invest.
Did you say a name for this product?
Silent sock.
Silent sock. Gotcha.
Simple.
Okay.
Silent sock. It's a sock. Makes you silent.
You have a catchphrase? That's when you say no.
I don't.
Silence.
The silence speaks for itself.
I like it.
I should have gone first.
It's easier to be forgot about than to live up to, right?
I don't know
That
what that
sounds
means.
like my sock. Anyways.
So I can put you down for a pair?
We'll let you know.
I might take the dozen. Okay. We just got
Chris.
that bonus check last week. I'll take the dozen. All right.
Yours is the iRock. It's a pet rock with Bluetooth, so you can connect it to your phone. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm just typing notes.
Okay, you're blurry. I can't see your eyes.
Just fell asleep.
Are you connected on McDonald's Wi-Fi? What are you
Dude.
At least it's better than every time I put my head out of camera, it like super fucks up the focus.
Mm.
You're just never in focus. At least you're consistent.
Hot spot in his microwave.
It was iRock, right? Bluetooth, rock, connects your
That's
iPhone.
it. Yep.
Correct.
While you're thinking about it, it's a National Dance Like a Chicken Day. Did you know when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings on your birthday, they make you do the chicken dance?
They
You
make
know I'm not going to go to Buffalo Wild
Well, I
Wings on my
guess if
birthday.
you want free cake. It's
Well-
Third Shift Workers Day.
Fuck those
third
guys.
shift.
It's Bond with Your Dog Day.
Poppy.
And the most disturbing one of all is Donate a Day's Wages to Charity Day.
Yeah, the charity is my bank account. Fucking
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
Chris, you know me. I am a fucking charity case.
Hey, listen.
You got to work for free one day this week, Chris.
Oh,
I'll do it tomorrow.
You do?
I'll do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
All
So anyway, okay. All right. iRock, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you
Sharks
could
up.
call it whatever you want, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Hello, Sharks. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me and my product, iRock. So iRock is a Bluetooth speaker you can take anywhere. You can do anything with. iRock was featured in iRobot with Will Smith. You didn't see it because it's an iRock, but every sound that came out of that movie came from an iRock. So that speaks to the quality of the speaker coming out of the iRock. Now, take it anywhere. Yes, that is our biggest push for you guys. You can take it anywhere. But first off, scaring intruders at your home with your iRock. You put any kind of Bluetooth sound through iRock. Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, sit down.
It's like you're telling a dog to get out of the trash.
Hey,
Hey, no.
give me your paw. So we're going to scare all the intruders at your house. It's just like that house key rock that has the key in it, but this has a speaker built into it. You're yelling at them. You're screaming at them. I don't care about your Ring camera. This thing is coming from the ground. They have no idea what's going on. Lastly, my favorite. You can commit the best hate crimes with intro music with the iRock. You chuck that thing through a window and it starts blaring. I lost the shark.
I'm just swimming
You're just going
around.
straight to hate crime. What the fuck? Get away from my
That
door.
Trayvon Martin back here.
That rock busts through the window and John Denver comes on or Toby Keith, or flip it and you're throwing it through a white guy's window and Lil Wayne comes on and Young Jeezy and and it's just spitting all the stuff they don't want to hear. And then in the middle of it, you have your personalized message coming out of the iRock. iRock, you suck. That's right.
It's like a racist candygram.
So I'll give it to you because you made me laugh, but the whole point of this was literally just a pet rock like they already have rock Bluetooth speakers. This was just a rock.
Dude, added a whole other layer
that
to it.
connects to your phone.
Crying a little bit.
Okay, so does the media come preloaded on the rock?
It does
Or
come
do
with
you
some
have to-
presets. It does come with some presets.
Okay.
There's white, black, yellow, and taco, and then nope, almost got mad on that one. Aside from that, it is all Bluetooth, whatever you want to put through it.
Just to be clear, it's preloaded with target audiences? Is that what those colors were?
Taco's not a color.
You know what you meant.
It ends up a color.
And I have a Honduran friend who's a fake Mexican who knows what you meant. Taco is a color.
Wait. You have a South American friend who's a fake Mexican. Oh, that's North American. Okay.
Yeah, Central American, Honduras.
I thought you were gonna say, wait, you're friends with a Honduran?
Yeah, I'm friends with Honduran. Yeah, fuck those guys. Okay, Chris. Watch you throw iRock through his window.
Hey, I have an Icelandic friend, so I'm on. It's a different spectrum, but it's kind of like, you know someone from Iceland, and you're like Honduras. Yeah. Next question, Shark.
Ooh. How much does this rock weigh?
Nah, I was ready for price. Rock weighs. This is
I guess just the overall specifications. I'm just wondering how difficult.
I'm trying to think of what weight would shatter a window.
Can I be 30 yards away and chuck this thing? Or is it too heavy for me to do that? Do I have to be like right up next to it? Is it like fucking eye boulder?
It's a 3 pound
blast.
It's a 3 pound iRock.
DJ stereo equipment.
3 pound iRock. 3 pounds.
Okay. Now, have you checked trademarks on? I know there's a iRock Camaro from like the 70s or 80s. Are you in any conflict with that?
We're not. They actually, that's where we came from. And we have now
sounds like conflict to me.
we've the Camaro and Chevy industry actually went to Bose, and so we had to kind of come up with our own kind of stay in business unique plan here, which was iRock, you suck. So
okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Interesting. Now, how often do you release updates?
It's a rock.
Right, but in 20 years you don't want to be playing that 20-year-old Lil Wayne song, or the white dude's not even going to know what it is.
Oh, you meant as far as the presets go?
Updates
to the presets.
Or anything. To the fucking rock.
It's just a Bluetooth. Your Bluetooth speakers don't get updates.
You said it comes preloaded with media.
Yeah, the presets.
Okay. So
oh no, they're forever presets. They'll hit from 1901 to 2304. They'll carry the same message.
Well, it can't. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. All right, yeah, let's talk price. What do you plan on selling these for?
$9.99.
Okay. Now, are these made with locally sourced materials or imported, or how you getting away with that price?
Oh, the tacos are building it. So,
I was waiting for it's a rock.
It's a rock. You put a speaker in it. It's not that big a deal.
We literally find it. Okay, how about multi-packs?
Oh, like you want to commit multiple?
Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you this: if you chucked it through someone's house of a different race, are you going back in to get it?
Oh, good point. Well, at our low price of $9.99 for the highest quality Bluetooth speaker, they are a one-stop shop because of the quality. The quality is it matches with the top-notch dogs, and you're paying $10 for it. So if you get rid of one, you're paying just another $10. So you can get 10 of them for the price of one high-quality speaker.
Okay.
So I have one of your products here, and I'm looking at it, and this is just a brick with a speaker on it.
Oh, that's iBrick. That's our competitor.
Oh, a different product?
Yeah, we don't talk about them.
Oh man.
I think I'm going to take the silent sock to market.
Yeah!
Primarily because your biggest selling point is the ability to commit hate crimes. And not that I have an issue with that. I can do that for free.
It's 2025. I mean, you pull up your phone and it's a hate crime. I mean, you might as well have a rock for it.
Well, I'm just saying, if I want to chuck a rock through someone's window,
Don't you want it to carry a message?
I don't want it to have a fucking serial number on it.
yeah, and I could tape a message on it. You ever seen Home Alone?
Yeah, but you can't play, and his name is John Cena. Da, 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 da.
Wait, who's
True.
the target audience for that?
The Rock.
Like, who do you throw that through the window and pisses them off?
Not like the Rock you threw,
I
but
would
like the
if that
Rock.
happened right this second, I would
Dwayne
laugh.
Johnson.
I would laugh and call my insurance company. Like,
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Because you can't see them because they already drove away after throwing the rock through your window. So
I understand there's multiple layers, but it's still funny, even if it happens to me.
okay. David, you're
yeah, and at the
pondering.
price of $9.99, I'm gonna imagine that you guys don't offer insurance in the event you get arrested for committing one of these hate crimes.
That's on
Like
you.
you're not gonna pay legal
on you.
fees.
That's on you. That's just like his sock thing. If you knock over your lamp, that's not on the sock. You're just,
Right.
yeah.
Right, but you're not like facing felony charges coming home drunk.
Unless you did
Where-
something while you were out. I mean,
Fucking
Yeah,
prove it.
like through a hate crime rock through someone's
Throw
window.
a hate crime rock with a serial number that can be traced into someone's house and start blasting racist music at people.
iRock.
That sounds like a lot worse to me. So.
What if I throw it through his window when he's not home and the battery dies before he gets home?
Oh,
So he
they're
doesn't hear what's
actually-
playing anyway.
Pablo.
Say Pablo?
The guy
That's a
making your
taco.
rocks. That's what you said.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
named by
That's what I
tacos.
was going to say is, yeah, it's the guy who makes my rocks. Yeah. Okay.
No, I said plot hole. Like,
Oh.
a major problem with your product.
Any more questions?
No, I mean you keep pursuing your dream. Let me know if you need a lawyer.
Oh, that's in the fine print. Is with iRock is not responsible for any crimes committed. Yeah,
Any and all hate
in the
crimes you
likely
will commit with our product.
event that you
but we're promoting you do it. We're not saying you should. It's just a good idea.
This is not racial advice.
I thought the slogan was going to be "I rock, you rock, we rock," but apparently it is literally just a tool for hate crimes. So I would not recommend that.
Oh man.
Crying again.
If
I
I
have a
want to
couple
commit a hate
jokes.
crime, I'll do it the goddamn old-fashioned way, face to face. Like a goddamn American.
So
Right. Yeah.
I had a hypothetical scenario that I wasn't really excited about, but after seeing how Matt's brain operates,
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of intrigued. You
Okay,
want it?
so I should just
No,
listen.
I'm good.
No, the question's to you too.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, it'll be good. And then Matt started talking about fucking Tom and Jerry being some real thing and here, I don't know, constellations and batteries and fucking silent socks. And I think it might be decent.
Okay.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, we're ready.
Except hate crimes, Chris. The fuck?
Yeah. Listen, I don't promote it. I just sell it.
Okay. Potato. That's what they say.
I got a marketing guy that does that.
I just make the product, okay?
Yeah.
I guess technically Pablo makes it.
Do what you want with these white hoods. I don't care.
It's It's weird. We saw a bunch of pointy head ghost costumes in Alabama. It's so fucking weird. I don't know why.
Kerosene-soaked giant crosses. Do what you will. I don't care.
It's weird. Like, it's not even refined kerosene. It's not rocket fuel, so I don't know what they're doing with it, but...
I turn into kindling to start
it's not
fires.
first of all, it's not a kerosene-soaked cross. It's a kerosene-soaked lowercase t, okay? It's different, all right? One's a hate crime, and one's from South Park.
You tell him the Jesus joke?
Me?
Yeah.
I guess me. What Jesus joke?
It has to do with lowercase t's.
I don't know if I know it.
Wait, yeah, because every time I tell you, you're like,
Why don't you tell it, and then we'll see his response.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus?
Oh,
one's hanging on my wall, one's hanging on a cross. I
thought you meant lowercase t. No, it only takes one nail to hang up a picture of Jesus. I knew that joke. Yeah.
Did you know what the altar boy said to the priest?
Please stop.
Can we use lube this time? I don't know.
Nothing. His mother taught him to never talk with his mouth full.
Tell him the one you posted the other day about the acne.
What's the difference between a priest and acne?
I don't know what.
Acne doesn't come on your face till you're 12.
One exclusively does it before then.
You know what Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out is?
Never. I don't know.
Wendy's.
That's pretty great. That's pretty good.
Why do bees stay in their hives in the winter?
Because
Swarm.
Okay. It's Swarm.
And Chris, I probably told you this one, but what did the rodeo clown say on his second rodeo?
It's not my first rodeo.
Okay. What did the chicken say when it crossed the road? Fuck you, Chris! I said don't answer this one.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to be a chicken.
If you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable.
Oh, that was really good.
I said
really
that
good.
last week or 2 weeks ago.
Listen, like I said, David,
His
these
memory's
things
not that
happen, and then I watch it the next week, and I go, "Oh, that did happen." And,
It has like home videos of me and my daughter.
oh, oof.
Just kidding. She's fine. I'm just joking.
With that being said,
Mhm.
You're given the ability to go back in time by 10 seconds, exactly once. You can choose when and where you do this, but it will only be granted once. Nobody knows you have this ability, and nobody will know you used it. When you use it, everything and everyone will reset 10 seconds ago, but only you will retain the memory of the last 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with it?
I would go. It was a certain night, Halloween, at a party, and I said, I'm going to go get McDonald's. And ended up with an arrest record that night. And I think I would go, I'm not going to go get McDonald's. I'm going to stay here.
But you're going back 10 seconds. You'd still be inebriated. So can you trust yourself to make that different decision?
No, because I don't remember leaving to go get McDonald's. So,
so maybe 10 seconds before you went to the party and don't go to the party?
Yes. Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah. I would probably go like 10 seconds before a party I went to one night, and yeah, everything you just said. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Matt is in deep thought.
Yeah.
Are you just like saving it, like put it in the bank until like a point that you could have saved someone's life? Or...
Oh, damn, now you make me seem selfish over here.
No, I'm going to Vegas. I'm betting my life savings on black. I'm losing. I'm going back 10 seconds. I'm winning.
Yeah. I would.
That's also selfish.
Yeah, well, no, that's why I said don't feel bad. I'm right there with you. Hate crime.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
my first thought was straight to lottery and winning it big or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's one decision I made when I was very young. I was like 22, 23 years old, and I ruined a relationship that I shouldn't have ruined. Through saying something stupid that I shouldn't have said to people that I barely knew, and completely destroyed a relationship with basically like my high school sweetheart, that I had known since like middle school.
Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo.
yeah. So, it was like I had just come out of surgery. I was super fucked up on drugs from the surgery, and then I smoked on top of that, and I said something stupid to someone that I barely knew. It got back to the person what I had said. Not that it was inaccurate, but it not just destroyed a relationship, it destroyed that person. So
because you were like, were you coherent in the mind?
I was coherent in the mind, but
like the drugs didn't have any influence on what you said or when you said it?
Almost immediately after I said it, I realized that I said it and I shouldn't have said it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could go back 10 seconds, then I would have not said it and just kept my mouth shut.
But that's like the same as Chris's scenario. Like, if you were under the influence of drugs, would you trust yourself to not have said it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was coherent enough to, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I said, why the fuck did I say that?
Right. Okay.
And so I would have known, take that back. And then the end result wouldn't necessarily have changed my life or like drastically changed. Like, we wouldn't be together now for sure because of a lot of underlying issues. But I destroyed that person's trust in me, and I was one of the few people that they trusted. So if I could go back, that's one thing I would change, because that's something that I feel guilty about to this day.
Damn.
Okay.
How about you, David?
I just told you.
All on black.
Selfish. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All in. All in on Trayvon.
that was my first one, but then I started getting into deep thought, and I was like, "Phew, there's a lot."
I saw you thinking. I was like, oh man, something's coming. Mm.
Yeah, there's also an opportunity to save
Better
someone's
get
life.
that sock ready.
Get that sock and that rock.
That'd be M80s all night up in this motherfucker.
Hey, you want to pair up as a Shark Tank powerhouse, the sock rock?
I think you might conflict
won
with
the
Rock'em
contract, bitch.
Sock'em
Get outta
robots.
Because you could wrap your sock around the rock.
Put the rock inside the sock. Throw it through it. They're not even gonna know it's there. It didn't
Right.
make any shattering noises because it's a fucking silent sock.
And
Yeah,
they got
that's
so
a
you're just
Molotov
staring at the
cocktail through a
Nothing happens.
window.
All of a sudden, John's gonna.
Uh-huh.
I fucking hate you.
And you planted DNA in their house. So like, hey.
Yeah, if you just Molotov it through a window.
Loading it first.
And, they-
That's what I meant. Yeah, blow the load in the first.
and if it's so water absorbent, they can't put the fire out.
I don't know, man.
This might be a business partner.
You might accidentally hit them, and then it becomes like sexual assault, and that's a whole other thing. A sexual
Yeah.
assault hate crime.
Yeah, it's like Epstein territory.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Can't believe it's not a hate crime.
butter. Oh.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Well, it's normally
This
part
week,
of one of our segments. There you go.
I'm drinking from UFO Brewing a strawberry lemonade shandy.
What's a shandy? Chandelier? No,
It's like a beer with lemonade kind of thing.
Yeah, shandy, I think by definition is like half beer, half lemonade.
Huh. It looks very summery, like spring, summer.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see what I'll give it.
So this used to be a segment until I quit drinking beer.
Give it an 8.2.
So over an 8 means he'd buy it again. So well done.
And I was hesitant because the last beer I bought from this this brewer blah, 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 was pretty bad. So
Oh,
good job for fixing it, guys.
nice.
What would you change on it if you were to change anything about it?
Damn, we never ever asked that before.
Yeah,
Well, you said 8.2, so I assume there's something that was a detractor on it.
I'd make it sour.
You just like sour beers or sour ciders and stuff.
Sour beers, yeah.
Okay. How is the body? Is it very full and rich, or is it kind of a little bit lighter?
It's a little lighter.
Is it at least crisp? Like it has that crisp lemon?
It's very crisp.
That's good. That's good.
What are you drinking, Matt?
I am drinking.
Tito's from the bottle. We just saw it.
The lid was on when I did that. It wasn't actually on. It was a gig. It was a gag, rather. So I got Tito's and Green Apple. So I was telling Chris earlier, last night I was drinking just Tito's and cranberry. And by fucking like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, dude, my stomach was killing me. Just straight stomach acid. Fucking horrible. I took two basically Tums. Gaviscon is like a stronger version of Tums. And I took 2 of those and then just kept pounding them because I'm a retard.
Yeah, which brought me to my point to him is it's been about a month now since I stopped drinking beer ish. Right? Ish.
Pussy. Yeah, whatever.
And
no one's perfect, David. Okay, give him time. He'll learn. He will learn. You got to give him time.
every single Tito's and LaCroix I've made, I've added like a dash or two of like that bottled lemon juice like concentrate, right? And then over the past like week, I've just been like IBS like crazy, like just guts are all bubbly, just been shitting water, just been real bad. And I like looked up, is it this concentrate? And it's like, yeah, it is. It's got sulfites in it, and continued use and consumption of sulfites messes with your biome and can contribute to IBS and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm going to stop doing that. I did switch flavors this week for you, David, so I hope that helps. I
thought that was going to lead to, so this week my beer is...
I have a limoncello LaCroix. Ooh, ding, dang, dang.
Ooh, that one's actually really good. It tastes like a lemon...
awesome.
Cello?
What's it called?
A limoncello?
Is that what it's called?
That's that really big violin, right?
A cello, yeah.
No, it doesn't taste like a limoncello.
It
tastes like a
kind
lemon, like a lemon meringue or like a lemon.
Yes, it does exactly.
It's actually it's one of the few LaCroix I actually really enjoy drinking.
This with Tito's has been it's like drinking dessert. Super good.
Cool story, bro.
I have a few general trivia questions. I kind of want to do like a fast money, like first parents kind of want to do like a first person to answer kind of thing, like just like go if you guys are down.
2 questions.
Yes.
3 questions. Can I take a piss?
Oh my god. Yes.
Can I grab another drink?
Yes.
Fuck you.
All right, so trivia. You guys ready? First one to answer.
Yeah, I think last time you gave me general trivia, it wasn't very general, so I'm hoping this is.
All right, ready? Question number 1. What was London Airport renamed to in 1966?
London International Airport.
England International.
Okay. There's a Heathrow.
Son of a bitch.
Is that like I knew that son of a bitch?
I knew Heathrow Airport was an airport in England. It was one of the predominant ones there. I just forgot.
Gotcha.
That's what the receivers say about their quarterbacks.
Heathrow. I gotcha. Okay. Next question. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Is it these ones?
Ooh.
Fly backwards.
An owl.
Not an owl.
An eagle.
Not an eagle.
I've literally seen an eagle do this.
Not according to homemadegiftsmadeeasy.com.
Like actually get some velocity backwards, right?
Yeah.
Not this. This is more like they're gaining altitude and they're. But you mean like actually like glide backwards, like
can fly backwards? Correct.
A sparrow.
Ooh. Not a sparrow. Getting closer though.
Hummingbird.
It is. Yes. Hummingbird.
Those fucking wings, man, are insane.
Yeah, they're the fastest wing flappers.
Yeah.
We learned that 64 weeks ago.
That's right. All right, next question. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Bam. What is the main profession of Nintendo character Luigi?
Plumber.
Fuck.
Plumber. What is the world's hottest chili pepper?
Ghost. Reaper.
Nope.
Ghost or Reaper?
It is.
No.
It is a Reaper, yes.
Okay.
Next one is going to be, what is the capital city of Canada?
Montreal? Or Toronto or Quebec? One of the 3.
Ottawa.
Nope. It is
Ottawa?
Ottawa. Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Wow.
What is the hardest natural substance on Earth?
Diamond.
Graphite?
It is. Diamond. Yeah. What is the national animal? Oh, this is cheating. Now David would get it.
Unicorn.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, stop cheating, David. Fuck.
National animal of Scotland.
You didn't even finish the question.
We talked about it 8 times.
Yeah, it was national animal of Scotland, the unicorn. Yeah. Yeah. What's the largest living species of lizard?
That
Dragon.
yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't think of that motherfucker's name.
They have one at our zoo.
A Brevard Zoo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the second president of the United States.
Adams? Jefferson?
Yeah.
Thomas?
I was going to say
John
Adams. I was inhaling.
Who painted Starry Night?
Van Gogh.
Nice. Super quick.
It's like one of 3 painters I know. So
He
already said Michelangelo.
Which
planet is either that or Picasso?
Yeah. One of these guys for sure.
Which planet has over 145 known moons?
Saturn.
Yes.
Neptune? No.
It is Saturn.
No, Jupiter.
It is Saturn.
It is-
It is Saturn.
Oh.
It is
It
Saturn.
was either Jupiter or Saturn. Big fuckers.
Who was the UK's longest serving female prime minister?
That bitch, Margaret Thatcher.
That's it. That's it. That's who it is.
Piss on that grave.
All right. And last one. What year was the iPhone released? The first.
2007.
2006.
It was 2007. Wow.
Fuck. I was like, I'm going to go one
And it was
year.
the year we were seniors.
See, I still had a Razor back then.
Razor's
but
cool as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Best Buy then, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I only remember the Razor because I broke mine in the middle of beach week, and that was not a fun time.
You said broke it?
Yeah, it was sitting on my lap on the balcony of my hotel, and I stood up, and it fell like 6 stories and shattered.
I threw my first iPhone into a pond.
Willingly?
I thought I was fucking hammered, and we were throwing beer bottles into the pond. Apparently,
David, remember that one time we were hammered on New Year's and you chucked your phone across the street?
I did that? Oh,
No, David did.
Okay, I was like, no, I don't even remember that.
And then you scraped up your hands that night.
Yeah, we were at AJ's that night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah, I don't remember.
What do you want to do for birthdays?
Oh, so, well, explain to Matt what that means.
So each week I find whoever's birthday it is, like celebrity or well-known figure of whatever date this episode comes out. And lately we've been doing, I'll just say the person's name, and Chris has 0.3 seconds to tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Do you want to take the reins this week and tell me the first thing that
I
comes
like
to
that
mind?
idea. It's a good idea.
Sure.
Okay.
Are they good
All right, Chris.
birthdays? Sometimes we have pretty shitty birthdays.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I'm not really good with names, though.
Yeah, Chris, if there's, because I build these based on what I know Chris knows. So Chris, if he takes longer than 0.8 seconds, you go ahead and...
I'll start my clock. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very short
Yeah.
clock.
I don't think I can hit start and stop in the amount of time that I want you to answer the question.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. First one, Mark Zuckerberg.
Piece of shit lizard person.
I wholeheartedly concur with that.
Fucking turncoat, too. Goes whatever way the fucking wind's blowing.
I was going to say Facebook. It's a way
What did I
better
say?
answer.
Can I change my answer? I'm going to say Facebook.
Nope. All right, the next one, Rob Gronkowski.
Duh.
Good one. I like it.
He's a big old idiot.
George Lucas.
What shit? No, that's fucking
Dude, you just did Jurassic Park.
Star Wars.
All right, next one.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Dustin Lynch.
Country.
Country. Miranda Cosgrove.
iCarly.
Oh, is she the hot chick?
She's iCarly. She's like 14.
Oh, no, she's of age now, right?
Who's the hot chick?
She is of age now.
The brunette,
yes.
the main character, right? She's she's a grown up now.
Yeah. She's an adult. Correct.
Yeah,
I don't think
she's hot now.
find
I didn't
her
think that when I was a
attractive.
kid or whatever.
I wouldn't say hot, though. She's kind of like, if a gust of wind came by, she'd be like, oh.
Have you seen my ex-wife? Okay,
Okay.
the bar's pretty low, bud.
The
I'm
last one
surprised there's
is
even a fucking bar at this point. Okay, but it's low.
Hey, I got a product for you.
The iRock, man. So the problem I have with iRock is that we already invaded that country and overthrew the government. So I don't see the point of going back to iRock.
I wish I would have thought of that.
It during your little spiel, and I was like,
Because we could
he's
throw
not
it
gonna
into
think of
huts
that.
and play like all this like CCR and like all this like Van Halen and like Jimi Hendrix like throwing it through huts.
I was just gonna say, just like pre-record the sound of like a bomb coming in. can just like throw that in their tent, and then they're like, yeah.
I don't know. You served over there. I don't know. You tell me.
That's what I would do, or just make it go.
Steak.
And the last one is MIKAYLA DEMAITER.
Got nothing.
Both of you should Google it.
MIKAYLA DEMAITER?
I'll send it in the thing.
Is she related to that tow truck from the movie Cars?
That's the only thing I can think of.
That's MIKAYLA DEMAITER.
Oh, you're just how to spell her name.
Holy fucking hot. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me. Is it good or bad?
She looks like an Instagram whore.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah.
She plays
ice.
Instagram whore.
She's an ice hockey player. It's good. Yep.
So what if she wasn't bad?
Nope.
She's got nice
still
eyes.
good.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she's pretty, but like anyone who just posts their body all over Instagram, I don't want anything to do with that.
At least she does something. At least she's an ice hockey player. She's not just on Instagram like.
Oh, that's what I got from that. From looking at her Instagram that's the part of herself that she's presenting to the world, is not that she's an ice hockey player, but look at me, look at my boobs.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. And with that, she got 3.2 million followers. Yeah.
And I fucking cry myself to sleep at night, Chris, so we all have our thing, okay?
Maybe she's just good at hockey.
Damn.
She's a female playing a sport.
Doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Let's get her and her girlfriends up against a group of men in ice hockey. See how that works out for them.
100 men versus her hockey team.
Matt and I got a sock and a rock for her.
10 men against her hockey team. Fucking 5 high schoolers against her hockey team. Doesn't fucking
your daughter
line up,
and
man.
David's daughter versus her. You guys are winning. Oh no, that's more women in sports. Yeah.
She played not even a full season of hockey.
She's a fucking quitter too. Get out
Funny.
of here.
Well, she probably thought I make more in a month on Instagram than my entire hockey
1,000%.
contract's worth.
With tits like that, yeah, I see it. I mean, I'm gonna download some photos for later. Give the old
You got your sock?
silent sock. Really test the product, you know. Unfortunately, I'm set up with the bronze version, so I need to make sure my dog is nice and doped up because she's gonna flip.
Wait, you're the
out.
owner and you're only the bronze?
You got to test every level of the product, all right?
I thought you'd be like the emerald or like the platinum.
Platinum. I just went with League of Legends ranking because that's the only ranking system I fully understood at any point in my life.
About the Olympics.
What was that?
The Olympics?
There's not a platinum in the Olympics. That's better than gold.
No, you said ranking
you could've
system.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, bronze, silver, gold is basic, but like it's the only like in-depth ranking system because it goes bronze 1 through 4, and then once you start at 4 and then you work your way up to 1, and then you cross into silver 4 and then you work your way up to silver 1, and then it goes into gold and then platinum. I think there might actually be diamond 2.
Can you prestige with your socks, or is there just once you hit?
No, it's pretty much one and done. Like they're very, very absorbent. Like you can't wash.
Hence the multi-pack. Yeah, one and done.
You could do it, but our legal team told us we should not recommend that. So
what?
You should have your legal team call it.
Yeah. iRock, their legal team, I think is just a fucking monkey with a typewriter. Like their advice makes no sense.
I hired that guy on what's that guy's name on TV? The injury lawyer. What's his name?
JG Wentworth.
No. That's like a loan company.
John Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm John Morgan. Morgan.
Where's the other Morgan? I only ever see John.
Right.
Is there another Morgan?
No. His middle name's Morgan. His name's John Morgan.
John Morgan. It's Morgan and it's Irish. You know, you wouldn't understand. It's a different culture.
It's kind of like that whole like swarm.
Smorgan.
There. Can I read you guys a text message I got the other day?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Zachary.
You can do whatever you want. I edit
you're
these.
a grown man, and I'm a guest. Do what you want.
I can make anything you say not be said.
Okay. Hi, Zachary.
Okay.
Not my name.
That's it. Just
No. This is Destiny with Color of Change. On Tuesday, May 20th, we are showing up to lobby for the people. letting members in Congress know we're more than a line team, a line item. Got that wrong. And raising a collective voice around these dangerous budget cuts. We need all hands on deck. Are you down to join us for our lobby day in D.C.? Respond, stop to quit.
Okay, what about it?
I get like 4 of those a day.
Do
I also
you?
have I have like tolls to pay in Maryland, apparently.
Oh, we talked about that today at work.
Yeah.
One of our younger
got
associates fell for it here in Florida and sent them money.
She said, yeah. I was running tolls that day, and I assumed it was legit.
Which,
like, okay, well maybe
I
don't
get
do
it.
that.
It's yeah. Pull over, pay the 4 cents, and continue on your way. Yeah.
No, because I tried so hard to get in front of those people, and I'm not going to pull over to pay my 4 cents so they can get back in front of me.
I tried so hard.
Got so far.
Thank you.
In the end.
Thank you.
It's my favorite song. You think I was going to get
The
that?
second you said it, I thought it. I was like, I'm
That
going
is
to
same.
wait for people to
Same.
stop talking, and I'm going to just go for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Did you respond to that text, or
What text?
did you reply stop to quit?
I just deleted the text. I copied it to my notes and then deleted it.
I was going to say, how do you have the exact wording of the text? If you delete
Yeah, no.
it?
No.
I responded. We've been talking for a few weeks now.
I responded, said, hey, do
You
I have a
love
business plan for you?
It's one of those military operatives from Tinder.
Just going to drink my damn vodka. Fucking leave it alone.
So Matt, every week we take a question from Ask Reddit,
Okay, I'm ready.
and then we read off funny responses.
Okay.
So this week, my Ask Reddit is, where's a place you've been that no longer exists?
Happy.
Damn. I guarantee that's one of the responses. full of joy.
just
Yeah.
happy, like 24
Yeah.
hours straight, just one time.
Or like a foxhole somewhere.
I'd fucking take it. I'd take it at this point.
So
Just a
my
foxhole,
first
you and your
thought
buddies, get
was
shot at, some fucking beer.
A
my
bomb
first
hit,
thought
it's no
was
longer there.
Blockbuster was my first thought.
Mm.
All right, so some places that people have been that no longer exist. They kind of went with the whole Blockbuster theme. I got Kmart. I got KB Toys.
Oh, R.I.P.
Discovery Zone.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm.
Things were just simpler there.
A Radio Shack.
Okay. Circuit City.
Okay. The World Trade Center.
Ooh. Never forget
They should have specified New York. Anyways,
Never forget what.
never give up.
that he said that. Yeah,
Never
trust your
forget.
instincts.
Never surrender. That's it. There you go.
Star Fox.
Retreat hell.
Walden Books. Ooh. Toys R Us. Let's see. My childhood mall. Yeah, that's everybody. My home, German Democratic Republic.
Yeah, they're gone.
British Hong Kong. Does that make any sense to you, Matt?
Yeah. Hong Kong
Okay.
was ruled by Britain even after the formation of the People's Republic of China, or whatever. And it was signed over in 1980 something, 70
I'm
something.
glad I got this encyclopedia here. This is great.
Yeah, right?
It was supposed to be a 50-year period where they're so yeah. Yeah, British Hong Kong makes sense, I guess. It is.
History and geography are two things that are...
Yeah, David's going. He's got all the calculations going through his head, and he's like, Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Yes.
Got that one. The reason we know how much water is in human bodies is because they turn a live human into jerky, and they're like,
I was
going
going
to
to say it's on par with what the Germans did to the Jews, like if not worse. Yeah.
There was 6 million before, and there's 6 million after. That's all I'm saying. I'm
David,
just saying
what's-
the numbers are weird. That's all I'm saying. And Jews, those people are typically very good with numbers.
I'm just the turned them into jerky thing.
Yep, that's how they found out what percentage of people is made of moisture or water. Is they took a live human, average male, put him in a jerky machine, and then fucking turn him into jerky. And like, what's the weight difference? That's how much water there is in a human.
I believe it.
There's a unit. It was like Unit 57 or Unit 47 or something like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole, but I do that a lot.
Unit 47. Just, anyways.
Was it Unit 47? Unit 731.
Best I can give you is 2319.
Oh, Matt?
2319? What does that mean?
2319.
We got a 2319. 2319.
Come on,
Is
you
that
got
a
a
hate
daughter.
crime? Someone throwing rocks through windows?
No, this is a Disney Pixar movie.
It is a
definitely
crime,
seen.
though. Trespassing, breaking and entering. I guess not breaking, just trespassing.
Do you think the sock they threw on him was one of Matt's socks?
A silent sock?
Silent sock? Yeah.
Yeah. Endangerment of a child.
Yeah.
Is this Monsters, Inc.?
Yes.
Ah, there we go. I got it. Big
Perfect.
brain.
Big brain. That's all I got.
Why couldn't Professor X just make his legs move?
Didn't feel like it. I don't know.
Fucking
It
lazy.
made him seem.
A wheelchair was better.
No, you know what it was? He wanted a victim card. Like he wanted
Exactly,
something to be
sympathy
like,
factor.
Be like, oh,
He wanted
under
that close parking. Yeah.
Yeah.
close parking. He wanted people to underestimate him because of his lack of mobility. It was a strategic choice, not. It wasn't like a mandated choice. It was a strategic choice. Oh, you wouldn't.
Hardly seems worth it.
He can fucking read the mind of every person on the planet with cerebral or whatever.
And control it.
Does he really need to fucking walk on two legs?
Why couldn't he move the wheels with his mind? Why did he?
Oh, he did. You never seen X-Men?
It's for fucking sympathy
Yeah.
points, man. He's trying to play the victim card, man. That's what I'm telling you. It was all victimhood status. He's trying to get that victimhood status so he can, seem like he's not as much of a threat as he was.
Right.
Considering the fact that he can find any mutant on the entire planet.
Just
he's
He
another
can read their
hustler.
mind.
another Anne Frank. I mean, like
I'm sorry, that's a bit of a leap. What do you mean another Anne Frank?
playing the victim
The
card.
victim status? You can't be the victim status if you're one of the top reigning champs of hide and seek, okay? You have a title. You can't. Although she wasn't that good, she eventually did get found, so,
Yeah, I
She
think
got
Tupac and
get.
Elvis still got her.
Elvis is crushing it right now.
Yeah. So this week, my Ask Reddit, Chris, I took one that we kind of did before,
Okay.
but I figured you called me out last time, so we're going to do it again anyway.
Yeah. Last time. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, you were like, we already did this one. And I was like, I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any farther. So this week, my Ask Reddit is, what is the most creative insult you've ever heard?
Creative insult.
Are we allowed to use slurs?
You could do whatever you want. This is America.
Because we can always bleep. Well, people
At my
know what it
discretion.
is. Creative insult.
It's like if you're singing a rap song, like all you're doing is singing. You're just reciting what you heard.
You don't have to stick the hard R though. Like as a white man, you don't have to do that. That's a choice you're making.
If they do in the song. Otherwise, it's misrepresentation of art.
You call it rap art?
Look, you should see some of the comments on that. Was it a famous painter or a child? You'd be surprised what some people call art.
Well, it goes back to the whole like government conspiracy. Like modern art is not real art because of its origins and all that stuff. So this is all propped up by government entities and federal dollars. But what was the question?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
What's the most creative insult you've ever heard?
Creative.
I got a heap of them.
Creative insult.
You want some inspiration?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
nothing
let's
really
rip.
comes to mind.
Dash of the pepper is the only thing that keeps running in my mind.
Okay.
Oh, you've been hit with the dash of the pepper. It's like you have a black ancestry. Like you have like a single black person in your family tree from like a specific part of sub-Saharan Africa.
Oh, a
It's called the
dash
dash
of the pepper.
It's like, but it's only like if you have like a
I've never
grandfather,
heard
or
that.
great grandfather from a specific region in Africa, or it's something fucking absurdly unique. So it's called the dash of the pepper. That's the only thing that I can think of. And apparently someone found it very offensive.
I was gonna say, why is that an insult? Just like, you have black in your family.
Anything can be an insult if you say it the right way.
Yeah.
All right. I've got
Inspire us.
Yeah, inspire
Okay.
us for some insults.
Mhm.
your dog wags its tail when you leave.
Oh, that's
Oh.
hurtful.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
Story of my life.
Can you explain that, Chris?
Yeah. I had a girl today, David. I was like, "Hey, can you go to the women's room? Needs to be cleaned up a little bit." She grabs a broom. I was like, "Do you need the dustpan?" Oh yeah, I do need that.
That's a good idea.
I was like, "Okay."
That's a real thing that happened with a real human.
Yeah, well, yeah, you should meet some of them. They're
Oh, I've met them. All of them.
Do I have to keep meeting them? Can I just like draw a line somewhere?
Right.
It's not your fault that your mom and dad both had low standards.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a good one.
I heard someone call someone an absolute unfrosted Pop-Tart once, and I thought it was so funny.
That is hilarious. It doesn't mean anything, but that's super funny. You're an absolute unfrosted Pop-Tart.
Have you always been dumb, or is it a new thing you're trying?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're going to be two-faced, at least make one of them pretty.
Ooh. Damn.
I've
and
heard one.
divorced.
You can be a bitch, or you can be a bitch and pretty, or ugly and sweet. You can't be both.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a like a self-inflicting one. I mooned someone once and was told to call State Farm about the hail damage.
Oh.
I don't get it.
I get it.
Like there's so much cellulite on their ass that it
all
looks...
the dimples and...
That's so sad. I'm sorry for that person. They've got a lot of stuff going on in their life right now.
They said
Yeah,
I
like
couldn't even
hail.
be mad. It was hilarious. Until they find out their policy doesn't cover that. It seems like you only have 2 brain cells, and they're both competing for 3rd place.
Damn.
The only good thing about you is that you're biodegradable.
But everybody... Anyways, okay.
Oh, that's the joke, Chris.
Don't get me wrong, I love the boy, but I swear if you moved his dinner plate 6 inches, he'd starve to death. You're so boring. Honestly, if you were a spice, you'd be flour.
It's not even close. That's pretty good.
I bet your head echoes when you go upstairs.
What?
So,
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, they're on the 2nd floor. It's not that big a deal. Oh, going up the stairs.
You're a walking participation trophy.
Thanks, Dad. I remember the speech you gave me 10 years ago.
Nice teeth. Do they also come in white?
Ooh.
Nice. Nice teeth. How British are you?
Yeah. Ooh.
You cook as if you don't like to eat.
Nice eyes. Do they come closer together?
Or
like
with
the
a greater
Island Boys,
circumference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Are you squinting or are you Chinese?
You know a lot. Unfortunately, most of it's wrong. Has anyone told your mom she accidentally brought home the placenta? You know those Instagram fails where a girl takes a selfie, but there's a poop left in the toilet behind them? That's you, just a forgotten about piece of shit.
Okay, that's hurtful. Okay.
That's all I got.
What are these poop selfies? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't get it, but I read it and I laughed, so
Okay.
I went with it. So,
We,
but that's that.
and no harm done. That's a Harry Potter
Go ahead.
reference.
Continue your sentence.
Oh,
You know the MD Foodie Boys?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Matt definitely
What?
does not know who the MD Foodie Boys are. I can guarantee you that.
Fuck is that? Is that a gang? Am I joining a gang?
Well,
I'm down
kind
for
of.
it. I need to know the rules.
They're this group of like 13-year-olds that do a podcast, and it's like a food podcast,
Okay.
but they talk about shit like what do you put on your bagel?
Blocks.
And one dude
I don't
goes
know. Are they
cream
Jewish?
cheese, butter.
Yeah, and the other dude's like, I've never had cream cheese, and they're all like, and they have like 300,000 followers or some shit.
On what platform?
All of them.
It's bad.
On the TikTok?
Tell him. You know
Yeah.
what Cameo is, Matt?
Cameo? Like when someone like, hey, I'm here. And then they
Like-
fucking dip
like
out
Yeah,
on
you
the
can like
clock.
pay people
you
money
pay a
to like
celebrity.
say yeah. They charge like $200 for 30 seconds.
Can I show my dick?
No, they
No, they.
can show theirs,
but
I
like
can't
they're
show
doing
arrested.
it for you.
Why the fuck
Like,
am I
you-
giving them $200? If I
To
can show
go.
my penis.
Remember that website we talked about where you can find local pedophiles in your area?
What are they going to do? What are the pedophiles going to do? Report me?
You know, that
No,
might
I
be
think-
that might be your market for those socks there.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do to make money.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So, MD Foodie Boys, nice podcast. Does it also come in entertaining?
You fucking pieces of shit. We hate you. All three of us.
Yes, I hate you too.
You'll
Why do
never
we hate
see
them?
this.
We don't hate them. We just, I don't know.
Well,
how do we end
we
this?
used to. This is typically like the outro, and we used to outro the podcast with "fuck esports kids."
Why?
Why
We
not?
don't know. We really don't know.
It's like fucking Romeo and Juliet. Like, you don't know why you hate their family anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And then all
You
of a
just know
sudden,
you do.
we discovered these foodie fucks, and we now end with that.
I'm part of a hate crime now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going on a list.
Welcome to the list. I've been here for years.
This
Water's
is your
warm,
tape.
Right.
because I peed in it.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Peace.
That's it. It wasn't me. It was The Rock.